Welcome back to the college football playoff preview. We have some bets for you guys today. I have 6 bets for the Penn State game, which is on Tuesday. By the time you're seeing this, that will be tomorrow. And then I also have plays for the New Year's Day games. Obviously, we have more games there. We have a bigger slate there. But today, we are going to go over all of that. I have 6 plays. Let's waste no time, and let's lock in. I'm going to be a great guy for you guys. I'm going to really help you guys out. Normally, I go through them one by one. I already filmed this video one time, so my patience is very thin. But here are all the plays for today. If you just want to see it here on Underdog Fantasy, make sure you use code BDGE when you sign up. You'll get up to a free $1,000. But yeah, these are all the plays. So now if you want to click off the video, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to hear me yap about them, you're also more than welcome to. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. Well, first of all, again, use code BDG when you sign up on Underdog. You get up to $1,000. Plus, you'll get 2 free squares. For New Year's Eve, you get 2 free squares. Plus, they're also doing a promo. So if you're not on it, it literally makes no sense. You get free shit. Take advantage. Also, if you're not on Pickett, this is where you can see all of my plays, and you can see all of this screen all the time. Really nice, very good layout. You also can see all the plays for a game. If you go to the game, you click my bets, bang, you'll see the bets. Lock in. Let's fucking dial. Use code BDG. It's absolutely free to sign up on Pickett. So make sure you take advantage. And then you'll automatically follow me, be able to see all the bets I place. And yeah, hop on that to get the best odds at the best value. Okay, Penn State, Boise State, Nick Singleton. Why are we taking Nick Singleton? I don't have any flashy graphics like I normally do for you guys, so flash some fucking highlights. Nick Singleton over 72.5 rushing yards. You got it at 74.5 on the books, but on Underdog, you can get it at 72.5. Boise State, over the last 3 games, is allowing 150 rushing yards per game. Not only that, but against Oregon, they allowed 102 rushing yards on 17 attempts to Jordan James. Nick Singleton, over the past 4 games, is averaging 13 attempts per game. His attempts are there. That's where he's been all season, is be able to make some big plays off of that because he's an explosive runner in a power scheme. This Boise State team has not played anybody even remotely similar to Penn State running the ball outside of Oregon. And again, Oregon dominated them on the ground. I expect Penn State to do that in this game. He's hit over this mark in 3 of the last 3 games, averaging 91.3 yards per game. I expect this game to be similar to an SMU, where they just go up early and then try to run the ball and run the clock out, and that's why they're 11-point favorites for a reason. Now going to the opposite play of that, Drew Allard to go under 225.5 passing yards, correlating plays. The reason we take that one is because I think they're going to go up early, establish the run, and try to chew the clock out. If you remember the end of the SMU game last week, he only had 20 passing yards the entire second half of the game. Because once they went up, all they wanted to do, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Tyler Warren comes in at quarterback, run the ball, run the ball. It doesn't matter. They just want to run the football, run the clock out. The whole idea of the Penn State offense this year is to control the clock, which I'm very here for. They're not trying to outsling you. They're not trying to outpoint. They're just trying to control the clock and win close games. And that is why I think Drew Allard is going to go under. He's only hit this line in a total of 43% of games this season. He's gone under this in almost every single game. And not only that, but Boise State, when they played Dylan Gabriel, he only had 243 passing yards in that game just because they don't need to pass the ball. You don't need to pass the ball against Boise State, period. All right, Ashton Jeanty, why are you taking the over against one of the best rushing defenses in all of college football? I understand the idea, but he's hit this in 13 of 13 games this season. He literally has not missed this mark the entire year. He's averaging over 26.5 rushing attempts per game this season. So again, he's running the ball at an insane rate. And against Oregon, who's a very comparable defense to this Penn State defense, he ran the ball for 192 rushing yards in that game on 25 attempts. He's going to see over 25 attempts in this game. I can almost promise you that. They're going to try to run through him no matter if it's working, if it's not. If he gets stuffed on the first 10 rushes, they're going to run the ball 10 more fucking times. He's going to break one. They have to have him break one if they want any chance to win this game. They cannot pass the ball to a win here against this Penn State secondary. I promise you that. They're going to pretty much shut him down. And this Penn State team has been susceptible to big games. Ohio State, Judkins, 14 for 95. USC, Woody Marks, 20 for 111. Oregon, Jordan James and Whittington combined for 35 carries and 169 rushing yards. Jordan James at 87, Whittington at 82. So again, he's had a breakout run of 46 yards or longer in 10 of 13 games this season. I think he breaks one against Penn State. I think he has a big game. I think he has to have a big game for them to even be competitive in this game. So with that being said, I think Ashton Jeanty just gets absolutely force-fed the rock, and they try to win this game through him. With that being said, we're going to go to our next game. We have now Saturday's games to play for. You already know what plays are coming up. We're going to Oregon and Ohio State. Psych, we're going to Texas and ASU first. This game's going to be an absolute doors backing, backdoor, no lube, just ass fucking kicking. And Quinn Ewers is easily going to go under this mark. This team has not faced anyone similar to SEC, not even close to the caliber of SEC. BYU was their best competition this year, and quite frankly, BYU has nothing on Texas. Sorry, Toots. Just not happening. Quinn Ewers has gone under this line in almost every single game this season. I'm not exaggerating. He's gone under in 8 of 12 games this season, only hit over in 4 games, and recorded 202 passing yards the last game against a Clemson team that very well was, in my opinion, almost a better team than this ASU team. Obviously, they just couldn't stop the run. It's almost impossible to stop the SEC when they're trying to run the football. Texas has one of the best run games in all of college football with one of the best lines in all of college football. ASU simply is going to be outsized, outplayed, outcontrolled, and I think that the Texas Longhorns can run the ball all the way down the field, and they won't have to really worry about passing it too much. Also, I think it's going to be a blowout to the point where Arch probably will come in the game at some point and play. So I would expect to see that as well. Yeah, so and then we're going to keep it pushing. I don't have any other plays in that game because, again, I just think blowout. Maybe one of the Texas running backs try to take their over. Maybe try to take the ASU passing over. Like, I don't think Scatabo is going to be able to do shit. Like, cool white running back, go white guys, but like at the same time, like I don't think he's gonna do shit. Next, Oregon, Ohio State. This is the game. This is the national championship. This is the game everyone's looking forward to. This is the game you came for. Dylan Gabriel against Will Howard. Will Howard, is he gonna choke again? Slide down with 0 seconds left. Who the fuck knows? But what I do know is that these two teams have some of the best wide receivers in all of college football, and they're gonna go off. Jeremiah Smith, 73.5 receiving yards. On Pickett, we got it at 70.5. And we also got Tez Johnson at 74.5 receiving yards or 75.5 receiving yards, where it's 80.5 here. So, again, make sure you take advantage and get on Pickett. Use code BDGE. But the reason we're taking them are they the two best wide receivers in all of college football, damn near. Jeremiah Smith has gone over this mark in 8 of 13 games this season, averaging 80 yards per game. And they're going to lean on him against Oregon like they did in game 1, where he had over 100 receiving yards. And now he's averaging over 5 receptions per game. And quite frankly, he's also had 37-plus yard catch in 8 of 13 games. But really, he's just the best wide receiver in all of college football. I'm going to take his touchdown. I'm going to take him at 73.5. I'm going to take him at 70.5. If they want to win this ball game, they have to run through Jeremiah Smith, and they have to get him the ball. You have to get your best player touches. Oregon can do whatever they want to try to ice him out. I don't think they're going to be able to. Jeremiah Smith is the best jump ball wide receiver, is one of the best wide receivers in all of college football, in my opinion. And Tez Johnson on the other side in the slot might be the best slot receiver in all of college football himself, outside of Luther Burden. Over 74.5 receiving yards in this game is where I got him at. He's hit over this mark in the first game against OSU, recording 7 receptions for 75 receiving yards, and he had a 43-yard receiving touchdown. He's a clear focal point in this team, as we saw against Penn State in the Big Ten championship game, as he saw 11 receptions. He had one of the best games of his career in that game as well, and he's the most motioned wide receiver at a 64% rate on this team. He's motioning over 50% of the time in this offense. They're trying to get him moving. They're trying to get him the ball in unique ways. They're trying to get him off of press coverage. He's going to find different ways to get open, as he saw 7 receptions the first game. I think he sees more than that on more targets this game, and they try to get him some long shots. This team doesn't draw up many deep balls, and when they do, they normally hit, which is why you like to see it with Tez, where I think he can catch a lot of balls in the middle of the field and try to take it and do a lot of yak. He's one of the best yak receivers you'll see. He's just electric when the ball's in his hand, and I think he easily crushes this line, as they need to rely on their playmakers through the air if they want to win this game. I don't think they're going to be able to do it on the ground like in game 1. So these are the 6 plays I have. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Real quick, we'll run through every game and my thoughts on them. So I think for the Penn State game, I would take 9.5 alt spread, and then I would pair that with something else. That's where I would be with Penn State. Longhorns, I'm taking Longhorns minus 35. No, not really. Minus 12 is fine. Ohio State Buckeyes, I'm taking the Oregon Ducks money line here at plus 115. I like that value. And Georgia, Notre Dame, you're probably like, well, why don't you have any plays for this game? I have no read on this damn game. Georgia with their backup quarterback, I have no idea if they're just going to run the ball every fucking play. I have no idea if they're going to try to get it and let it loose and let him pass it. I've genuinely no idea. We've yet to see Notre Dame play a team like Georgia. Georgia's one of the best defenses in all of the country. How is Riley Leonard going to play? Is Jeremiah Love going to be able to do shit? I have no idea. If you have a good read on this game, let me know in the comments below, because I have no clue. I'm not touching a game that I truly have no read on. I think that's just bad betting, and that would be leading people astray, especially because I'm suggesting it and people follow my picket. I wouldn't want you guys to follow a bet that I genuinely don't have confidence in myself. If I were to lean anything off just pure what I know, Georgia has the best defense. I'll take Georgia. That's what I would do. But again, I don't have a good read. I'm not taking player props on a game I don't have a good read on. So that's why I don't have them in the slip. But again, if you guys have a good read on them, let me know in the comments below or in the Discord. I'll try to cook something up with you guys, and we can see what we can roll out for that game. I'm super hyped for these games. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all sort of fun shit down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.